What's up, people? Welcome to another edition of the New Breed Podcast, the world's best music podcast, talking everything brutal, new death, hard slam, grind, thrashcore, and metal. I am one half of your hosting duo, Jay Horskow. With me, I have my partner in crime, the notorious TIM, Tim Anderson Jr. Tim, how's it going?
Great.
We
Feeling
escaped the storm unscathed. No tornadoes for us. No tornadoes for us. I think we got lucky there, my friend. I think we got lucky.
Yeah, definitely, man. That was fucking some scary shit.
It was some evil. It's evil how dark. Any of our listeners or fans that are in the Midwest, please call in and share some stories, because it is kind of creepy how the world gets really still and really dark. It really kind of makes you wonder. So, speaking of hurricanes, this week's episode, we're going to try something different. We're going to try talking about some of the recent music news. Some shows do this, some shows don't. With a long runway, you end up releasing shit after it's not even news anymore. But this is pretty time sensitive. So Tim and I are going to give this format a shot and see. Let us know if you like it. If you don't like it, let us know. We'll do more of it. We'll do less of it. We'll never do it again. But otherwise, let's get going. So Tim, are you actually sharing my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
All right. So what we're looking at here is, first of all, if you don't use an RSS reader, there's something absolutely wrong with all of you. So I have a bunch of sites fed into this reader, which update my news. So I get a real feed all day. And every time I refresh the screen, I get to see exactly what new is coming in. So every website offers up a pub sub model. This is just my music folder. So let's start off. Tim, the first thing we got here in the news is Incendiary announcing tour dates supporting the new album. They're coming to Philly. They're playing Underground Arts. And I believe the support is Scarab. I want to say it's Gel, maybe.
Yep.
And I don't remember who else. Is it Year of the Knife? It's got to be Year of the Knife. They're on every
Probably.
Philly show.
Yeah, probably.
What did you think of the song that they released? The first song.
I loved it, man. I think Incendiary is a top 3 hardcore band for me. That record before this, the record, before this one is one of my favorite records of all time. It's just perfectly written. They crush live too, man.
And so you want to talk about perfectly written before we get to their live show. There's no frills in the sense that there's no chicanery, there's no like gimmicks. They just make really good hard music. And this song, that the album is like this, the rest of the album is like this, it's very much heavy hardcore. Like it's close to beat down as they have ever gotten.
Yeah, and Brendan, the singer, is fucking hilarious. That dude rules.
Yeah, I remember I was on that episode. Yeah, he was a real nice dude to talk to. And again, another thing that's impressive with those guys is they don't really tour. They've all got day jobs, but when they get together, they fucking crush it.
Remember the story on the podcast? He was like, "Yeah, we'll leave Friday after work, and then we just fucking drive all night Sunday night, and we get dropped off at work.
Right. The one guy,
on.
Yeah, he's dropping them off out front of his office on Monday morning. That's kind of insane.
And he likes to drink, so he gets on stage, he's all ripped. He's great, man.
That's insane. So yeah, we're really looking forward to this new album. I think it's Change the Way You. What is it? Change the Way You Think About. What is it? Do you remember the full title, Tim?
Hit the website.
Change the Way You Think About Pain.
Yeah.
Wow, it's been 6 years since that album came out.
Yeah. So they're not doing it. So yeah, it looks like they're doing weekends again. Weekend shows and stuff, but it's cool because they get out to all like the good spot. Like, look at that, Chicago, Detroit. They're pretty much hitting all the
big major metros. Yeah.
Chain Reaction, of course.
Do we go to Adjacent Fest?
What is
Atlantic
that?
City? That's that. It's interesting because there's some hardcore bands. Candy's on it. There's some alt rock bands. I think Sam Hoyos' band, Playing Dead, I think is on it. It's more I don't want to say Coachella, but it's more of that vein than stuff that you and I would go see. So okay. I don't know. Maybe we should go. I think that's the same weekend as Jamie Josta's Metal Massacre, and it's also the same weekend as that replacement metal show down in Delaware, Maryland, whatever that is, the Death Fest replacement.
Okay.
Brutal in the Harbor or some shit like that. I don't know. All right, so maybe we should think about it. But I'm definitely going to that Philly show. All right, what do we have next? What do we want to talk about next? Oh, so this is, I'm not even going to play the sound for this. Morbid Angel canceling a show tonight, Saturday night in Joliet, Illinois. For those of you that didn't catch the news, there was a tornado that ripped through outside of Chicago last night, tore the roof off the venue and caused an internal ceiling collapse. I think 20-something people ended up in the hospital, 5 in critical condition. I think one person actually lost their lives.
Yeah.
What an absolute tragedy. What an
Yeah, it's
absolute
horrible,
joke,
man.
right? Like just trying to go out and have a good time, and that happens, and it's really, really sad, really sad. So my heart goes out to anybody who was impacted, who lost a friend or had someone injured.
It's
Not
terrible
fair.
too, man. Like if that was your first show and now you see that and it's like you're never gonna want to go to a show ever again. That's horrible, man.
Yeah, I think it would. I think it would change my opinion. Change my opinion of shows. It really would.
Definitely.
All right,
Yeah,
so let's hit.
let's not get more into
Yeah,
that.
we're not
That's
going to get morbid.
I don't
Let's
want
do it something not morbid. Botch announcing first European shows in 23 years. Tim, did you get tickets to the Philly show?
I did not. Listen.
Here we go. Buckle in,
Botch is
everybody.
Botch is a great band. Don't get me wrong, but they're not the end all that everyone fucking considers them. They're not that good. They're a good band, but they're not holy shit. Oh my God. I understand what they did for that sound, that mathcore sound. I understand that, but holy fuck, dude. People really, really fucking lose their minds for them.
You know what I think it is? So I think it's 20 years is how long it typically takes for nostalgia to take for somebody where they're like, okay, it's been 20 years. I'm checking it out. Look at new metal, right? New metal is 20 years old, and now it's like the bee's knees. I do think, like you said, they were influential. They were a big band at the time. So I mean, they weren't that big because they did 2 albums and then they broke up, and it was kind of unceremonious because there wasn't that attention that I think they were looking for. But I still might go to the show. I might pick up tickets. It didn't sell out in Philly, so why
Which
not?
is very
I mean,
surprising.
a fun night out. I mean, I don't know if they announced any openers. I don't think they did. Which, not for nothing, nowadays, not many bands you're going without an opener, and you're going to really enjoy it. I mean, and they're not. The last band I saw without an opener was The Cure, and they don't need an opener. Like
No.
they can play 3.5 hours themselves. So I don't know. I guess time will tell on that one. Time will tell on that one. Okay, so let's the next. What other piece of news do I want to grab here? Oh my god, look at
Yeah,
all this.
it's funny
No
because
echo
like
news.
it's funny because I'm like, oh, let's click this one, but I'm forgetting it's your fucking screen. That's
Which one do you
hilarious.
want me to click in? Which one?
It was well, I wanted to click the one about the Illinois thing, and then I was like, oh, let's click that one. But
Which one?
I don't know. I'm just looking. No, I was talking about before we talked about the Morbid Angel show.
Oh, okay, okay. We're gonna skip over a lot of this because this is all features and new bands.
Dude, Scar Symmetry right here.
Oh, Scar Symmetry announced first album in 9 years. The
Dude,
Singularity Trilogy.
Dude, the single is really fucking good, man.
I haven't heard it yet, and you know what? I don't remember what this band sounds like. Remind me. What do they sound like?
Scar Symmetry. So picture old In Flames, old soil work, but like tighter and like moshier parts.
So like Clayman in Flames, like
Yeah,
early soil work. Okay, okay.
It's really good. They're a great fucking band. What's his name? I forget his name. The guitar player, dude, one of the best guitar players in the world. I just forget his name, and it's really aggravating me. Oh, Nuclear Blade. Yeah. Fucking Per Nilsson.
Okay.
I think I think he's the guitar player, but he's he's an amazing guitar player, dude.
All right, you have me sold on the old In Flames stuff, so I will check it out. Unfortunately, we can't click through or play the music because YouTube will bounce our shit.
Oh, look, we can do a reaction vid to the new song. There's a video out for it.
Fantastic. All right, what else do we have here? All right, I'm gonna grab this one. I think Meshuggah is in the studio remastering the entire Obzen album, because they released the single for Electric Red, which was remastered. Now they did a remaster of Bleed. I haven't heard this, but I know that the Electric Red remaster was fantastic. Like,
so,
really
they're touring with
fantastic.
Halo Effect. Okay, nice.
That in the Nordics. I would like. I didn't they just come around here? They came around with Converge. Yes, Tim.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
And Torche.
Okay.
That's a band that I can't get into.
Yeah, it doesn't. They're one of those bands, Torche. Everybody talks about High on Fire and like Sleep and other bands. I always put them in that bucket of they're probably good. It's just not my thing.
Well, let's go to Decibel beer menu and talk about them bands, because that's a crazy ass fucking tour coming through.
Yeah, let's pull that up. Hold on. We'll do the start typing, Jay. Look at that. where's the? Give me the lineup. Here we go. There.
What do you use? Chrome?
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is I mean, only people in Philly are gonna really like this one, but I think don't they do like an LA one too?
They do. They do them all over the country. So the lineup, I believe, so we don't. It's 14th to 15th, so it's a Friday and a Saturday. It's actually in 2 weeks at the Fillmore in Philadelphia, which is a Live Nation venue, which is actually built to replace the Electric Factory, which I will never understand why. I would love to get someone on to have them explain why they would buy a Live Nation and then replace a Live Nation venue. That actually is really kind of cool.
The Fillmore is the best venue in Philadelphia.
You think?
Absolutely.
I don't know. That was a little bougie, but maybe that's just me.
Dude, I
Okay.
love how the bar is set up. I love the floor. It sounds incredible. The bathrooms are pretty much clean a lot when you're in there. It's a great fucking venue, man. Talking about venues while you're looking that up. The Trocadero in Philadelphia, I heard, here's some newsworthy stuff. I heard that that's being completely renovated and opening back up.
I heard the same. I heard the same. All right.
If you're from the tri-state area, you know about the Trocadero.
Right. You've been to the Troc. Famously, it's an old burlesque joint right in the heart of Chinatown in Philadelphia. They've been having shows there since the dawn of time. Everybody has come through there. One of my most memorable shows there was the Deftones and Limp Bizkit.
Yeah.
I've seen
my
Snot
grandfather, my mom's dad, who passed, he used to tell me that he used to go there and it used to be a burlesque club.
Really? He used to go when it was a burlesque. Did you ever go, Tim? Did you ever play the balcony with any of your bands?
Yeah,
the bar upstairs. Stages. Okay, yep. Okay. Yeah, it's definitely a rite of passage in the tri-state area. So let's talk about the Beer and Metal Fest. So 2 days, Friday. Opening the show is North Dakota's own Phobophilic. I believe it's North Dakota. Worm. I'm really stoked to see that. Great Undeath, band. Frozen Soul, Mizmor, who is outright terrifying live. I believe this is the Gorguts set.
Yep.
Right? And then it's the Black Dahlia Murder with Brian singing, which I am super, super stoked for.
That set of bands right there is perfect for you. That's like a dream show for you.
It is right in my fucking nerd wheelhouse. And then you look at the next day, Escuela Grind opens. They stole the show for me. One of the bands that really surprised me at Psycho Las Vegas. Fuming Mouth. Mark is back from cancer. Looking forward to seeing that. Drowning Man, I'm going to be honest with you, Tim. The way you described Botch earlier is kind of the way I feel about Drowning Man. They were a big band, but okay.
I'm on the complete opposite spectrum of that. I fucking love Drowning Man. I think they are amazing. That 5-song EP, Drowning Man Loves You, is fucking a banger front to back. Every fucking song on there is good. So.
Okay. Hey, to each his own. All Out War, Hudson Valley Zone. Looking forward to that. Then I'm actually going to go out in the parking lot because I really have no interest in seeing these guys. Incantation, performing the full album Diabolical Conquest. I'll be back in the room for I Hate God. Take Is Needed for Pain for the full album, which is going to be wild.
Great band.
Suicidal. So greatest hits and the first album in full.
Don't care for Suicidal Tendencies at all.
I would love to see some of the stuff from How Can I Laugh Tomorrow or Lights Camera Revolution, because that was my favorite album by them. But
let's go to Terminal Nation to release exclusive new single.
Terminal Nation. Where am I going? All right, so Terminal Nation releasing an exclusive new single, Conquering Hell, a Pound of Flesh, or a Gallon of Blood, via the
Terminal Nation, great band out of Arkansas. If you like Power Trip, Fuming Mouths, stuff like that, jump on them. Great fucking band.
Have you seen the stuff that Decibel's been releasing as part of this Flexi series?
No.
They released this. They released a Frozen Soul song. Origin re-recorded a song off their first album with the lineup, and this is their most solid lineup I think they've ever had. They've been on a fucking tear, man. They've been on a tear.
Good for them.
What else do we have
Decibel
here?
has been around forever, man. That was a great magazine.
Yeah, I used to have a subscription. I used to have a subscription to that and Alternative Press at the same time. And between that, you covered just about everything. And then the internet came around and it ruined all of it. Yep. What else do we got here?
Remember how cool it was to get a magazine in the fucking mail?
Yo, it was great. It was great.
People listening right now are like, what's that?
These fucking old people.
Yo, how about when you used to go in the Borders in the mall and just read all the magazines and people will come over? Are you going to buy one of them?
Nope.
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 Reading all these articles and I'm out.
Let's talk about this band.
Oh,
Portrayal of Guilt.
yeah,
New
man.
album, Devil Music, coming out April 21st. Run for Cover. New short film, new single released. Tim, what do you think about this band?
I think the record, the newest record is decent, but the one before that is crazy.
Yeah,
That's a crazy record, man.
I would agree. I would agree. The last one was, it wasn't. I want to say it's Blissfucker, but that was the title of the Trap Them album. It was
Oh,
Skullfucker or something like that. What was it?
Christfucker.
Christfucker. That was it. I didn't really dig it. The stuff before that, the EP before that, I thought was fantastic.
Yeah.
That they were, honestly, I mean, my personal opinion is they were kind of meh for me when I saw them in Vegas, but I walked away not really super impressed, but who knows? Who knows? Who knows?
Let's go to Kill Switch, announces shows with Fit for an Autopsy and Despised Icon. That's a
There we
fucking
go.
crazy show right there.
That is kind of nuts. So where are they playing, Tim? Where are they playing?
Let's
Let's
see.
figure it out. So they are playing.
Oh, Carrots and Capra.
New
Harris
Hampshire.
is pretty good.
Capra isn't bad. I've been seeing a lot lately of them. So with Fit for an Autopsy in New Hampshire or with Despised Icon in Toronto. Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense for Despised Icon now. Yo, look, Despised Icon, dude. Holy fuck. Them first two records are disgustingly heavy.
Yes. It was
Yo, them fucking blast beats and shit
what
that
were the
that dude
titles?
does.
Was it the Ills of Modern Man was one?
Ills of Modern Man, and I forget the first one. But yo, let's talk about that drummer, how fucking good he is. Them gravity blasts that he does are ridiculous.
Let's go to his discography. The Healing Process.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so we're talking about the second and third records.
That's the one I remember. Yeah,
I don't
Consumed
remember
by Your
Consumed,
Poison.
that sounds like.
I don't remember that one, but Healing Process I definitely had, and I definitely had the Ills of Modern Man because this thing was wild.
That's a ridiculous record. Yeah.
Yeah, and well, look who did it. It's mixed by Andy Sneap.
Oh,
what a surprise!
Yeah, that was back when like deathcore was like at its peak.
2007. Yeah, this was when it was the shit. Like everybody was ripping off John for a Cowboy. Yep.
And that's when Century Media was like, "All right, yeah, we're gonna sign all the deathcore."
Mm-hmm. When was the first time you saw these guys, Tim?
I seen them at the Troc with who the fuck was that? It was Despised Icon and that other Canadian band. They used to tour together all the time. Ion Dissonance.
Ion Dissonance.
Yo, that's another sick fucking band, dude.
Yeah, another band. You know who brings them up all the time? Shout out to Rob Wharton from Cognitive. He is a huge, huge Ion Dissonance fan. First time I saw these guys was with Hate. They opened for Hatebreed.
Oh, okay.
It was Hatebreed.
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna blow your mind right here. Despised Icon, Ion Dissonance, Premonitions of War, and who the fuck else was it? I forget, but that was a fucking sick tour, dude.
Yo, you want to talk about a band that is terribly, terribly slept on because they only did one album and they were fucking awesome? Premonitions of War.
No, they did two records.
Yeah, but the second one, wasn't nearly.
You don't like
first
Left
one,
in Kowloon?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about the EP. I'm talking about the first one they did for Victory.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, the Victory record is amazing. That was like when Through the Eyes of the Dead was coming through a lot.
Yep. Of course they're not going to have it. Yeah, I think I saw them. I saw them with Martyr AD, Evergreen Terrace, and
you know what? It might have been Evergreen.
Court,
it might have been Evergreen Terrace who was at that show as well. I've seen them a bunch of times, so it might have been them. Another great fucking band.
The True Face of
Panic. That's great.
Yeah, but this was unreal. The Left in Kowloon was unreal. I guarantee you, anybody go out if you like harder extreme music, if you like anything grind, go check it out. They were fucking awesome.
From a Second Story Window, maybe. Another Ohio band that is slept on like crazy.
So Tim, let's talk about this one. Have you listened to any of the new Metallica?
I heard the Suicide one. What's it called? Or
I forget, but I'm actually not too jaded about it.
I didn't mind the song. I don't mind Metallica's songs. I just don't. They don't really do anything for me. I love the Black record though, which is weird. I think the Black record just has the riffs, dude. Like them, like of Wolf and Man and shit. That's a great riff, dude.
I mean, yeah. I mean, we can't knock it, but Jesus, like
What's the song? I fucking love that
it's
shit.
a Wolf and Man.
I thought
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Through the Never.
My or something. My of Misery or something. That's a fucking great
My
track.
Friend of Misery. Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the one that starts with the bass intro?
Yeah, that record is so good at the bottom end of it or the second half of it. That's a second half
Yes.
record for me. That's a great
Yes.
fucking record.
Very, very, very true. All right, what else we got
Let's
here?
go to Shadow of Intent.
There we go.
Dude, so Shadow of Intent, man, one of the best deathcore bands out. And I really, really like that deathcore bands are not putting overproduced records out anymore. The new Of Sulfur record, not overproduced. The new Shadow of Intent, not overproduced. I'm loving that shit because sometimes that click and that just on the fucking that like when they just do too much click in the kick and the snare is too over compressed and it's just on the grid. I like when it's raw, dude, because deathcore needs to be raw for me. Like the
Agreed.
new breathing process, like it's a little over polished, but you could tell it's raw at the same time. I like that in deathcore.
I just realized that I have been doing this for the whole episode and you didn't hear a fucking time.
Ah,
So all of our listeners and all the people watching with those weird pregnant pauses from me, it's not that I'm having a
I was
moment.
wondering what you were doing.
Yeah, there we go. The music intro. Oh, fuck me. So moving along. So did you check out this song?
I have not. No.
Boundaries releases a B-side from the newest album, Burying Brightness. The song is called Bedlam, and the song is fucking awesome.
Yeah,
and they talk about how this is one of the ones that there was I think it was another article where they said that they couldn't get it done in time, so they wanted to take it off, and they took it back to the kitchen and they changed some stuff with it. It's fantastic. Like I mean, I'm a Boundaries fanboy, but yeah, it's fantastic.
Yeah, you love that band, but I heard that track is pretty much Bedlam. I heard it's ridiculously crazy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna listen to it.
Really, really good. They're we'll talk in a minute about going to see ZoneZero the other night, where I was talking to Mike from ZoneZero, who drums for Orthodox, and Boundaries is I put them in the same band as Orthodox, as these bands that are consistently touring and they're just getting tighter and tighter and tighter.
Yeah. Jake, Google the double release for the Acacia Strain. I want to talk about that because from what I've heard from multiple people that have heard these records, they are like some savage.
Oh, wait a minute, here I can just look in here.
Like I heard they're very savage records, and I'm really looking forward to the one that's like Doomy they're talking about.
Yes.
Apparently they put out a record that's just straight doom, and it's just like the heaviest fucking thing ever. So I'm really looking forward to that, man. They are an incredible live band.
When I saw them the last tour, when it was Orthodox and Dying Wish and Kubla Khan, and they were awesome.
Yeah, they're savagely heavy, man. I really wish that they would come around and do a 3750 tour.
Yeah, like do like a greatest hits of the old days, and then just do the stuff off the first, like the Dead Walk, 3750, and what was the one right after the Dead Walk?
Continent.
I think so. Yeah, just the old stuff, because I think that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, that one song on 3750, I forget what it's called, but they had the video for it. What the hell?
Get the fuck out of Dodge.
He talks a little bit in the beginning. He's like something about I could see the sky or something.
Yes,
that is one of the heaviest fucking records of all time.
Is it 3750?
Something about seeing the sky.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
It's got like the in the beginning of it.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, that was the single on that record. That goddamn record is so fucking heavy.
Yeah, shout out to our buddy Rob. Me and him saw them at the last Hellfest, and the mosh pit actually had one of their songs during one of the breakdowns. And this one back when they had 3 guitars. The mosh pit actually spilled out into the hallway out of the room. And it was totally bananas. Totally bananas.
It does not surprise me, man.
All right, what else do we got here?
You should go to this Lambgo and just go into the recent news.
Let's give Lambgoat a little bit of love. Thanks, Lurk.
I love this fucking thing that you use.
Oh, it's the best thing in the world.
I
We
would,
covered Shadow and
I
Tech.
am so mad I didn't use this when I did Illstreet.
Oh, it makes life so much. RSS readers, when Google had one called Google Reader, and when they shut it down, I was legit pissed because I mean, otherwise you can't keep up with shit. Like if you look at all the feeds I have, this is all stuff I'm subscribed to. All
What
of that
is what is the plus 300 and all that stuff?
So that's the number of articles I have that are unread.
No, like on the Lambgoat headlines, some of them it'll say like 100 plus, like right there, and then 91 and
I get it's either maybe it's either views. Oh, metrics showing how popular this article is. So I guess it's views. It's either views or bookmarks because you can actually bookmark stuff in here. Dude, it works. It's so much easier because then you got to go to all these different sites. This just throws it all in one section. I have a whole section here on technology, which is just Android motherboard, all this stuff. I have a whole other section which is all just Philly news, all my Agile nerd shit.
We have to talk about this off the show because you got to get me set up with this.
I'll help you out. It's free. It's free.
Okay.
I pay for the paid version, but it's free.
Oh, cattle decapitation. Let's talk about it.
Yo, that it's gonna be in the top 5, if not the album of the year.
They don't fucking miss.
No, they don't. They don't. They get better every album.
I am declaring it right now. They are the greatest death metal band of all fucking time. I don't care what anyone says. They are the best death metal band ever. Them 2 new tracks are fucking flawless.
That's not a strong statement. Yeah.
He is the best vocalist in death metal. I don't know how he does it. Dude, he's like 17 different vocalists in one. He's the best vocalist in death metal. They are the best band in death metal. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. You could tell me there's a better band, but you're wrong.
No, they are fantastic, and they actually pull it off live. Like they are a hell of a live band, which is the other thing. It's not all studio trickery and machine and punched in. Like you can tell they're a damn good band.
Let's talk about them for a second. The drummer is one of the best drummers in extreme metal.
He's up there with Longstreth and Adam Jarvis and Trey from Dying Fetus. Yep.
The guitar player, I forget his name, writes some of the most haunting fucking riffs I've ever heard. And he makes them chaotic at the same time. Like, I don't know how he does it, dude, but I can't say one bad thing. Every record they have is incredible.
Yeah. They've been on a tear ever since Monoliths of Inhumanity. That it was that, then the Anthropocene extinction, and then what was the last one?
You ever see the Bring Back the Plague video?
No.
Dude, it's fucking amazing.
I bought that t-shirt right before the COVID lockdown, or it looks like oh wait, I have the bumper sticker covering my face. There we go. Bring Back the Plague 2020. I went to put it on not too long after, and my wife looks at me and she's like, don't you think that's probably in a bit of bad taste? And I look down and I'm like, fuck, you're right. So now I cut the sleeves off and I only use it to mow the lawn.
Once she was right.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, well, broken clock twice a day. I want to talk about this band. What do you think about Enforce, Tim?
I think Enforce is that band nowadays that all the they're really catching the attention of like the old metalheads. They have like that slick, thick production, and it reminds me of kind of like an early 90s kind of like thrashy death sound. I don't they're all right, but a lot of my friends that listen to like more of the contemporary stuff like Anthrax and all that shit, they're really into this band. Like my buddy Rich and his brother, they're into these kind of bands, and
there definitely is a thrash aspect to it. There definitely is.
Yeah, they're really catching the attention of people in like that. The people who wear boots and fucking flannels all the time and shit.
To me, I hope the new album changes it. They're one of those bands where on the album they're just okay.
Yeah.
But live they were a fucking show, man. They came through with 200 Stab Wounds. It was 200 Stab Wounds, Undeath, them, and Phobophilic. And the whole room was moving. Like they were energy, nonstop, just go, 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 go. All that real fast-paced, chunky metal. I really, really, really liked it.
Look at the picture right there. That is straight just 80s, 90s metalheads right there, man.
I mean, no sleeves, black jeans, white high tops.
Yeah, the high top. Yeah, man.
Let's talk about these guys. Have you listened to this?
Yes, it's fucking sick.
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Like I actually stopped. I had it on playing on my speaker. I got a JBL here on the desk. I paused it, put in headphones, put on these, and then listened to it. I was like, man, this is really, really good.
See, they are the perfect example of overproduced deathcore, though. It's
You think?
polished, yeah,
Too clean?
yeah. I don't like when blast beats are too on the grid polished. It takes away the raw. It takes away what a blast beat is to me. I like a blast beat where you can hear a tiny bit of fuck ups.
I mean, I'll tell you though, he pulls it off live. Their drummer is fucking insane live. He doesn't miss a note. He did not miss a note when I saw them. So maybe it's not too polished. Maybe he just is that fucking good.
It sucks because you've seen them when the singer was sick, right?
Yeah. They had the microphone in the audience. They said, "Hey, our singer's sick. We're going to play an instrumental set. Anybody want to sing? Sing."
Go
And
to
I
Haste today. Share more reunion dates.
No, we're going to talk about this first.
Okay. That
What
makes
do
me
you
laugh every time.
what do you think about this? So, gang called Speed. Speed is headlining. Tsunami and Scowl are direct support. What do you think?
Speed is one of the best hardcore bands out right now.
I would agree. They're fucking great. Like that album, that EP, I think it's an EP, is great. And if we're recording this on April 1st, the announcement was just made today for This Is Hardcore, and they showed up on the lineup.
Yeah.
I think that's awesome. Like I really, really like that EP.
I interviewed the singer from Speed one night at it was like 10 a.m. in Australia when I talked to him. He was one of the funnest dudes to talk to. That was one of my favorite conversations of the entire 6 years I did.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Super fucking cool, dude.
What do you think of the other two American bands, though, Tim?
I do not like Scowl at all. Tsunami has some bangers here and there.
Tsunami, I like. This is gonna sound like an old head gatekeeper, but I liked it when it was a gimmick. Now it's like just not really my thing. You know, it's not far enough into the I guess tough guy milieu to really make me enjoy it. Scowl is what it is. It's just that's not for me. That's not for me. It's a different type of hardcore. Now they're doing all sorts of different stuff, and it kind of like a almost a female fronted version of Turnstile, where they're changing their sound and they're going in different directions. Look, God bless you. Like they're getting more and more popular. I know they're playing. I think they're playing Bamboozle. I think they're playing a couple other festivals. Good for them, but just not my thing. Not my thing. So speaking of Bamboozle, they just announced the daily lineups. So, Tim, I think you should come with me because I'm definitely going Sunday. So Friday, Acacia Strain, Angel Dust, Breakins, Fiddlehead, Joey Badass.
Stop right at Fiddlehead. I don't understand this band.
Half Heart.
People love them.
Half Heart. That's why. It's the same guy from Half Heart.
Oh,
that's why. Okay. Yeah, it's the same singer.
Gotcha.
I'm the same way. I don't get the hype. It's nothing for me, but yeah. So Ski Mask, what would you think Ski Mask the Slump God sounds like?
Is it rap?
I don't know. Turnover.
Great band.
Motionless in White.
Great band.
Cane Hill playing on Friday.
Great band.
Attila. And okay, yeah, so that's the Friday up lineup. So not bad. Really, Gideon, kind of a weird mix.
That Gideon record is fucking disgustingly good.
Yeah, I got to go back and listen to it again. Saturday is where it starts getting interesting. So you've got bands like Bad Omens, you've got Carnifex, you've got Chelsea Grin, Flyleaf with Lacey Sturm, you've got Left to Suffer, Limp Bizkit's the headliner, Of Sulfur, Scowl, and then Steve Aoki's Emo Night Dance Party is the closeout. I don't have a ticket to this. I probably am going to get one because I would like to see Carnifex. I would like to see Of Sulfur. And everybody knows how big of a Limp Bizkit fan I am, so it's kind of a gimme. Sunday
is Limp Bizkit headlining Saturday?
I think the yellow acts are the acts that are actually headlining.
Gotcha.
I think, which means they'll be going on probably late, and there's probably at least 2 stages. Sunday, I actually have tickets to because I think this is the best day of the lineup. No, I have no interest in a Boogie with the Hoodie.
I have no clue what the fuck that even is.
But look, you have E-Town, Concrete, End It, Gridiron, Taunashi, Mind Force, Modern Color,
Seosin,
Seosin,
Tala.
arguably Papa Roach, Tala, and then you have Finch performing What It Is to Burn. Which those of you who have only listened to us maybe once or twice, Tim and I are both huge fans of that album. We actually were joking before we started recording that we could do a deep dive into that album with no notes and no prep, and still it would be a fantastic show. So I'm definitely going Sunday. I'm debating going Saturday because I think I want to see Limp Bizkit. So who knows? You should join me, Tim. But again, the last time you and I tried to go see Limp Bizkit, shit went sideways. Haste the Day. Haste the Day.
Please. I did not know about these, and I'm very interested to see what's going on. Haste the Day, one of my favorite metalcore bands ever.
So they're playing hometown shows in Indianapolis, following Furnace Fest. And who are they playing with?
Go up. It says it. Oh, Sleeper was on all dates, and then Wolves at the Gate, which is another great band, still remains. Wow. Holy shit, I didn't even know they were still a band.
And Trenches.
God, I hope someone films them shows, man.
Somebody will be there. Somebody will be there. That's not a bad lineup. I don't know if I'd want to go to Indianapolis, but in October, but well, you never know.
Great fucking band though.
Let's see here. So
Chimera. Oh, that's
let's talk about our boy M Shadows and Zacky Vengeance. Vengeance Sevenfold announced their first leg of their North American tour. Alexis on Fire's direct support. 13 cities, including such places as Mansfield, Quebec City, Tinley Park, and Calgary. I don't know if those would be the ones I would call out, but and look, this is all sheds. Camden, that's outdoor. Mansfield is outdoor. Quebec, Montreal, Ottawa, Clarkston, Michigan. Where the hell is that, Tim?
Probably
want to guess?
Detroit area.
I don't know. I think you're right. We're going to zoom out. The village of Clarkston is... Yeah, there's Waterford Township. Yep, it's right outside of Detroit.
Yep, I figured that.
All right, so they're playing outside
Let's not
Detroit.
go to Detroit. Let's go near there, though.
Yeah, Tinley Park, which is Chicago, Minneapolis, Winnipeg, Saskatoon, Edmonton, Calgary, and Vancouver. All right, hey, whatever. Canada's getting a lot of love on this tour. A lot of love. Do we want to talk about this?
Ronnie Racky's a D-bag.
Yeah, and there's no good way around this. So yeah, scumbags are going to be a scumbag.
Creeping Death announced a new album.
Where is that?
Keep going.
There we go. Big fan of these guys. Creeping Death from Texas, yes?
Yes, sir.
Texas. Announce a new album with Monarch Heavy, Boundless Domain, this June, and the first single released has Corpse Grinder on it.
Okay, intestinal rap. There you go.
That is some shit. Are they Century Media?
I literally was just going to say the same thing.
Oh, good. They're Monarch Heavy. Good. So we can react to that when we do a reaction vid because, can't do anything with Century Media. They flag all our videos. Century Media, if you're listening, please stop flagging our shit because we're trying to support you. Yeah. Let's talk about Tim's favorite band. Chat Pile. Stephen King and Byron. How could they be more fucking terrifying?
Yeah, God damn, that band is crazy good though.
Yeah, they're good, but it's like I get so uncomfortable trying to listen to that stuff. It's deeply disturbing.
So let's get rid of news and talk about the two shows we were just at.
All right, let me kill this. All right, so what did we go to? So first, last Saturday, we went to I forget the name of the tour. It was StaticX.
Rise of the Machines.
Rise of the Machines. So it was StaticX, Fear Factory, Mushroom Head, Dope, and then there was a local opener.
No, it was some band that was just on the leg of the tour that was terrible.
System 1 or something. It was
something.
Yeah, it was not good. It was not good.
Ugh, they're bad.
It was not good. So who was up first? Dope opened. Dope was over.
Opened.
Yeah. Not bad. They played a short set. Obviously, there's speculation that Edsel is the vocalist of Static X, so it would make sense that they play a short set. They got to save his voice. They weren't bad. I thought Mushroomhead was wildly entertaining.
Great band.
Like I really enjoyed that. I was not expected to enjoy it as much as I did.
I'm glad that you fucking seen them with me.
And then we were joking about how the one vocalist is also the guy who sang what he played guitar in Integrity 2000 or something.
J-Man, J-Man sung on Integrity 2000.
Yes.
And he also he did a lot of he played he sung for In Cold Blood. He's had a lot to do with Cleveland hardcore. He's big into that shit. All them dudes are, man.
What was the running? Didn't we joke about that with Jordan, that you're not a member of the Cleveland hardcore scene if you haven't played in at least Integrity or Ringworm at least once?
Or Mushroomhead, yep.
It's kind of wild.
It always crushes hardcore kids when you tell them that people from Mushroomhead were in them bands. No, they weren't. Yes, they were. They get really mad at that shit because you can't like Mushroomhead because you're a hardcore kid, so you automatically think that they suck. But then you find out J-Man had something to do with some of your favorite records, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, gets real quiet real quickly.
It does, man. I love that shit.
So after Mushroomhead, Fear Factory comes out. It's the new vocalist, the guy from Italy. What's his name?
Milo Silvestro.
Not bad. Tim and I both said that his cleans need a little bit of work, and obviously he's in some ginormous shoes that he's got to fill with Burton C. Bells.
Let's get it straight here, man. That's a huge shoes to fill. He's good. His cleans are good, but I think he can hear his accent a lot in them, which is fine. Whatever. I think he's going to be good for that band. I think when he gets to do his own thing on a new record, I think that's where he will really shine.
I think you're right.
I mean, look what you're doing, dude. You're singing Replica, Zero Signal. It's hard to pull that shit off, man. Burton was one of a kind back then. I mean, I know his voice went to shit. We all know that, but dude, he was a one-of-a-kind vocalist. It's hard to replicate that shit, man.
Yeah,
but I will tell you, dude, Pete Weber fucking nailed them songs, dude. He's a great drummer, dude.
Oh yeah, he crushed it. He was literally on point, like literally the atomic clock.
He fucked up one time that I noticed in Zero Signal. He hit the triplets a little too early. But dude, he crushed that set, man.
He was really good. And I mean, let's give Milo credit where credit is due. The guttural, the growls, he nails. He nails the growls 100%. So I mean, like you said, he's got big shoes to fill for a guy who had an entire career shaping that sound. So
and Dino looks refreshed, man. He looks like he's having fun again. Fear Factory will always be one of my favorite bands. They don't have a bad record, except for Transgression is horrible, but he's not on that record. Hates. So I can't believe you said you don't like Archetype.
You know what? I barely remember it. Is it streaming?
No, it's not.
Okay, so I got to download it from SoulSeek. Okay. I vaguely remember picking it up many moons ago and just being not overwhelmed, just like.
Listen to it again. I think you would actually change your mind. It's a great fucking record. But Transgression, they tried going in a different thing where, what's his name that was playing bass went on to guitar.
Oh yeah. What's his name? Christian Oldie Wolbers.
Yeah. So on Archetype, he pretty much just replicated Dino's sound, but on Transgression, I think he tried to put his own sound into it, and it just fell really flat. But then when Dino came back, and then him and Ray Herrera went to Archaea. That's a fucking great record, man. That's another record you should fucking check out.
I don't remember that.
Great fucking record, man. It's got John from Threat Signal as the singer. He's a fucking phenomenal vocalist. I think his name's John. Anyway, he's a great fucking vocalist. It's got Ray's drumming on it. I don't remember who played bass. Maybe what's his name from Strapping? I could be wrong. I'm probably wrong.
Brian Stroud, I think so.
Yeah,
or Byron Stroud, I think so. Yeah,
I think he played bass on there because he was playing bass. No, he stayed in Fear Factory with Dino for a little bit.
Okay.
Because when the drummer from Death or when the drummer from Death Angel and what the hell's his name? The heavier set dude. Hoagland.
Gene Hoglan,
Yeah, he's a
the Atomic
fucking
Clock.
machine,
Yeah,
dude. But
yeah.
Hoagland went on and he was playing on the tours for the record that Dino came back for, which was
Was that Genexus?
no, was it Mechanize?
Man,
I think it's Mechanize. It
there
was
are people
Mechanize.
screaming at their radio right now, like, you two idiots, have you guys been drinking? So there
Well, of
was
course we have.
Archetype, Transgression, then Mechanized, then the Industrialist,
The Genexus.
then Genexus.
And then Aggression Conti. I can never say that
Continuum.
word.
And I thought
Continuum,
Genexus was great. Like, I really thought Genexus was great.
Yo, Genexus has some really, really good tracks on it, man.
Yeah, there's some songs on that. So let's move on from Fear Factory. So the headliner is StaticX, the original lineup minus Wayne Static, played by Zero. Dude, I thought they were really, really good. Like, I really thought, we're just gonna we'll call him Zero because we don't want to say it is Edsel, right? God forbid somebody sue us for defamation. Then again, that might be free publicity. The guy nails it. Like, he nails the voice, and the songs sounded really well put together. They were nice and tight.
Nice stage show.
Yeah, it was a fun stage show. I thought it was great. I'm glad you convinced me to go because it was really, really fun.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. That was one of the best shows I went to in a long time, man. Fear Factory stole it for me though. They were, like I said, they were refreshed. Dino looks like he's having fun, like I said, and they sound incredible. I love Pete Weber now. I liked Havoc before, but I didn't know anything about him. But dude, he crushes, man.
Yeah,
phenomenal
he was good.
Fucking drummer.
He was
dude.
really, really good. So that was this is everyone listening is like, wait, Tim and Jay actually went to a show together. I'm like, yeah, actually, we did 2 in less than 2 weeks, which is really, really kind of impressive. This past Thursday, we went to Warehouse on Watts to catch our buddies in Zone Zero. But first, let's go through those bands. So the opener, Tim, were you there for the local opener?
Yeah, Cole. Yep.
Cole, not bad. Very Seven Dusty, 3 guitars. Guy had a little bit of a voice. They weren't bad.
Not bad at all.
After that was, I guess, their progressive metalcore, progressive deathcore, I guess. Illusion of Solace. They're from Harrisburg.
They sounded like Exoplanet era Contortionist.
Yeah, I thought it was
and a little bit of Misery Signals. They were really good, man.
Yeah, we're actually going to react to one of those videos coming up soon.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting them on the show, actually.
Yeah, if you guys are listening, please come in and come on and hang out. We'd love to chat with you.
Yeah, I didn't want to bother them there and stuff. I don't like bothering bands at shows, but yeah, we should hit them up. I was actually very impressed. The sound there sucked, so I couldn't really tell about how good they were, but yeah, I actually really enjoyed that.
Yeah. I walked away pleasantly surprised as I looked up their stuff on the way home on Spotify. So after them, we had obviously our buddy Jordan Sloan and Zone Zero and Mike as well, Mike White. They were fantastic. They're one of those bands where you can tell they're coming into their own.
Yep.
And I even said that to Mike at one point. We were chatting after their set, and I said, you guys are one of those bands where, 1 or 2 more tours of this length, you're going to really hone in on just all being in sync. And that's where the magic is really going to happen. Not to say that it was bad, because it was really good. It was really good.
Not because they're friends of ours. They're one of the best bands right now, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and super talented dudes.
I think it's safe to say Tim and I have heard the new EP, and it is going to blow your doors off.
Yes.
It is by far the best music they've ever done.
Yeah. It's top material this year. It's that good, man.
Yeah, it's definitely in the short list. Definitely in the short list. So after Zone Zero,
out of the fucking park, dude.
It was a band called
Among Rivals.
Rise Among Rivals. Tim, how would you describe them?
Chevelle.
That's fair.
Heavier Chevelle. The singer, great voice.
What kind of guitar was he playing? Did you ask him?
I did. Now I forget what the fuck. I think he said Jericho. He said he got it specially made. It was like $3,000, and I was like, God damn.
God damn. What's the average price for a 6-string, Tim? Just a standard run-of-the-mill 6-string. I have no idea.
A decent one, $500.
Wow. So $3,000 is no joke.
$3,000 you're paying for the name and the craftsmanship you're paying for. But you can get a really nice guitar for $500.
What's a 7 or an 8-string run? Does it get more expensive when you get up that big?
My 7-string I just got was $1,100.
Okay.
It's an Ibanez. I'm an Ibanez junkie. They can get about $2,000. Schecter's about $2,000. Yeah, I mean, you can get a nice
What's
Schecter
like,
for 1,000.
you know how like when you say I've got a Rolex or I've got an Audemars, right? Or a Patek, people are like, whoa, I know that's instant name recognition as being top quality. What's the equivalent of that in guitars?
Mayones.
The fuck is that?
It's one of them. It's one of them guitars, dude. Look up Mayones. It's spelled how it sounds. They are really fucking nice guitars. Ormsby or
It's
Orsby,
why is it giving me mayonnaise? How do you spell it?
Mayone. Mayo. So you'll find it. Beautiful fucking guitars, man.
Mayones. Okay, Mayones
Is that how you say
guitars.
it? I thought it was
Yeah.
Mayones.
Okay, let's see here. Shopping. What do we got here? What do we got here? We have
Beautiful fucking guitars though.
a used Mayones Elite 6 purple burst solid body from Guitar Center 3200.
God damn.
Jesus.
They're
Used.
beautiful fucking guitars, man.
Holy crap.
There's a dude out of California begins with a K. I forget what the fuck their name is, but they're pretty much premium. How the fuck do I forget the name of that company? Begins with a K. Fuck. If I forget what they're called though, but they're beautiful fucking guitars, handmade. I mean, all guitars are handmade, but when you get a guitar that's 500, it's just a production line guitar. These guitars are actually made to spec and stuff like that.
Right, like this is someone who really is. It's each one is probably one of a kind. They're handcrafted.
Yep. They're sanded by hand. I mean, obviously your CNC is going to cut it out for you. But then, they get in, they do all the lining in there and they sand it by hand and you get what you pay for, dude. Guitars are them things where you get what you pay for.
What is the name?
I have a $200 Ibanez over here that sounds fucking heavy as fuck though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm sure that I am sure that if you're good and the right amount of paying attention to the detail,
you can play a fucking $100 guitar and you're gonna sound good.
Yeah, absolutely. Exactly. I mean, like, you're gonna tell me that like fucking Eddie Van Halen couldn't just pick up a Sears guitar and shred with it?
Look up Astridis guitars. They're not made out of wood. They're made out of like this plastic material-y thing. And it's not plastic. I forget what it's made of, but dude, them guitars are ridiculously nice. I forget how you spell it, but Astrides, I think.
Yeah, I'm looking at it. They're beautiful.
Does it tell you what they're made of? I know they're not wood though.
View product. One piece Arium construction.
Yeah, dude, they're kind of heavy, but dude, them things sound amazing. I'm one of the old guitar players I used to play with bought one, and I just remember picking it up, and I'm like, this is like a space. It's like a space guitar, dude.
It does. It looks like a space guitar. The K one. Are you thinking of a Kiesel?
Kiesel, yeah, dude.
You know who plays those? I always remember this because I have watched the playthrough video for a guy who doesn't own a guitar. I have watched the playthrough video 5,000 times. Archspire plays Kiesels. I think it's Relentless Mutation, Mermation, whatever. They play that, and it's
he's sponsored by them. What the hell is his name?
I don't know.
Totally off topic. My girlfriend just sent me a picture. The wind is so bad it blew down my whole entire deck railing. Oh, great.
Oh, it's just something else to fix. Oh, awesome. So this Arium thing. So it's a resin. It's a solid resin. So it's fiberglass mixed with carbon fiber, mixed with what's called an Arium core. That's really kind of fascinating though.
Yeah, they're probably like $4,000 guitars. But yeah, I would say the biggest three. I mean, people are gonna,
everybody has their own thing. Right.
For me, it's Kiesel, Mayones, whatever you say, and the Astridis, whatever. I don't even know how to say these fucking guitars. There's another.
I just know that my credit card melts when I walk in front of them.
There's another one you should look up real quick before we get out of here. Skiversin. Dude, the necks on them things or the headstocks look amazing. But of course, it's I have to have $4,000 to fucking afford one.
Skiversin Raptor. Skirvison.
You
Oh
see
my
how
God.
the strigs are all their.
Used 3,200.
You see how the
$5
strings are
grand.
just floating? It's crazy shit, man.
What do you mean
The
the strings are
other
just floating?
the other cool thing about Kiesel is they make them headless guitars that are fucking cool as
That's
shit.
the thing that the Archspire guys play, and I think the Vobodinia guys play them as well.
Oh, Dean Lamb is his name.
Okay, those things always make me double take
Yeah.
when I see a headless guitar. Oh, okay, it was that.
Yeah, what's his Kiesel just sponsored Devin Townsend for headless. He uses them on like his he uses them for like his more like melodic-y, like softer stuff now.
Dude, that is, I mean, I am fascinated by this shit. I have never played.
We
Oh,
should have
look,
had we should have had you share your screen to show what these guitars look like.
yeah, here you go, Tim. Here's a used, is this a Kiesel? This is a Agile Pendulum Pro. Is that a 10 string?
Ugh, that's too many.
Jesus, like, yeah, you're gonna get carpal tunnel trying to play that damn thing. My lord. All right, so let's finish. So we talked about Rise Among Rivals. They were pretty good. Chevelle.
Wait,
And
how
then
the hell did we get into guitars? Oh,
I
because we were
asked
talking about the
you
dude's
lead
guitar. That's
singer's
right.
guitar. Man, people are watching us like, yo, what the fuck is wrong with these guys? And last band that we saw was the headliner Kingsman.
Great.
So I know
that's great, man.
that EP is great. I know they have a fill-in vocalist on tour because the guy, I think he tore his meniscus or something wicked. So they had to have a fill-in. But yeah, they were really enjoyable.
The fill-in guitar player or singer was hilarious. He was loving them fucking seltzers he was drinking. He was ripped.
He kept going on. He's like, yo, these iced tea seltzers. Check this shit out, man. If you people like to drink, this is some good stuff. Yeah, he was having a good time.
Yeah, it was funny. Me and that Matt were talking, and he was like, dude, does he tell me he does not sound like Phil Anselmo? I'm like, he kind of does, dude.
Dude, that's the first thing I said to Mike White. I'm like, yo, he's got a sleeveless black t-shirt. He has no mustache, but a trimmed beard, camo cargo cutoffs, and black boots. I'm like, This is Phil Anselmo in the Southern Trendkill days. Yeah. Hopefully he doesn't have the same heroin problem.
Yeah. Yeah. No, he's got a seltzer problem.
And on that note, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you enjoyed the news chat. Hope you enjoyed the missing sound effects that I'm going to force Tim to edit in and post. Find us on _podcast on Twitter and Instagram. Our Facebook group is Loud and Bumpin'. Find us on r/new metal. And lastly, for any questions, comments, concerns, or complaints, find us at newbreedpodcast@gmail.com. Until next time, this is Jay and Tim saying, and the New Breed Podcast saying, cheers.
Later.